Hello, this is Reddithin, and welcome to PPL Week 2, and we are facing Shadi and the Bayern Munich this week. First off, I'd like to apologize that this battle is actually on Showdown. I tried, me and Shadi tried multiple times and on multiple days to make it work on Wi-Fi, but connection was just not working, at all, and so yeah, we had to unfortunately do Showdown, but anyway, hopefully it's the last time we have to do this, because I much prefer doing Wi-Fi. It's a lot more work, but I think it's up just so much more of a quality video. But anyway, so last week we were 0-1 after falling 3-0 to the Melbourne Victory Star. Just not a good game on my part, and so we're gonna try to bounce back here against Shadi. And I was actually kind of afraid of this matchup because it was actually quite good against me. Like Megalop, honestly, kind of ruined my life among some other things. So yeah, I prepped for a while for this one because I really wanted to get a win. I did not want to fall to 0-2. So anyway, first off, we have Mega Kangaskhan with Fake Out, Double Edge, Crunch, and Wish. Admin, almost max HP. This is just enough speed to outspeed Jolly for Alligator. And this was kind of just my best thing for his team, I think, because he just really did not have much of a switch-in for this. His only real thing to deal with this was, like, Steelix. Everything else, like, of course, like, Double Edge, Crunch, just absolutely destroyed. And then Fake Out was pretty nice just for, like, the Weavile and the Lop. Because they're fast and spooky. Same with the Venomoth and the Thundurus. So yeah, and then I just threw Wish on there because I'm going to be taking a lot of damage from Double Edge, and there are like a lot of things in his team that can't 2-hit KO me, like the Seismitoad or the Aromatisse, the Decidueye, and the Steelix. All three of them can't 2-hit KO Kangaskhan. So it would get a lot of opportunities to Wish up and then just kind of like pass around because yeah, that's totally an explanation. Next up, we have the Necrozma. And this is Fizz Def, Swords Dance. Interesting set with Photon Geyser, Exeter, Morning Sun, and Swords Dance. This was a bit of like a trick set because I was Fizz Def, so I could handle the Lop because it was really my only thing that could switch into it. But I decided to put Swords Dance, Morning Sun. Like I could have gone like more of like a Stealth Rock kind of set or something. But this really seemed like the best plan because he had an Aromatisse, he had he had Aromatisse and he had Reuniclus. Both of those things, well, Reuniclus especially, like, Reuniclus actually, like, ripped through my team, like, completely. So, I did not want to make it just so, like, it would just get an easy chance to set up. And Necrozma kind of gave me that option here to stop it. So, yeah, Swords Dance and X-Scissor, that thing was going to be going down. And if it kind of, and if you try to set up, then he would probably be forced to switch out, which means that something just takes a ton of damage, which is really cool. So then I got the Coldwood Berry just for the Weavile, because Weavile also did a lot to my team, so just being able to catch that and then kill it with the X-Scissor would be nice. Next up is Tapu Koko with Tapunium Z, with Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, Nature's Madness, and U-Turn. This was my main thing to actually lure in Steelix and kill it. Because, of course, you notice with these two mons, Steelix kind of walls both of them. With Koko, I can go for the Guardian of Alola, take it all the way down to 25, and kill it with Grass Knot, like, guaranteed. So, yeah, that was my plan for that. The rest of this set, he just really did not like Koko. Like, of course, Lop outsped, but, you know, the Weavile died to it. For Alligator, of course, died. You know, most of his team did not appreciate this thing, and then I could just, like, U-turn around freely. So, yeah, Koko's really good in this matchup. I mainly just wanted it for the Guardian of Alola, though. Just getting rid of that Steelix would make everything so much easier for me, especially with the lack of removal on my team. So, yeah, so able to get that before it gets up rocks, then we're looking pretty good. Next up is Hawlucha with Acrobatic, Trim Punch, Rock Slide, and Sword Stance. Max speed, max attack, because that's really all I need to outspeed his team. With the electric terrain boost. So yeah, I mean, we pretty much know what Hawlucha does at this point. You pretty much bring a fighting move, a flying move, and then SD or Bulk Up, and then like a final move. And I just chose Rock Slide because Thundurus. Even if it did paralyze me, getting that thing down would be good because it kind of does ruin my day if it does like some setup stuff. So I didn't want that to happen. So yeah, this thing was pretty much just to come in after all of his team was weakened, especially the Reuniqueless. I was really afraid of that, particularly just because it can tank hits from this thing and then like set up in my face. So that's another reason I put like the X Scissor set here on the Krozma. And next up we have Greninja with Black Glasses with Dark Pulse, Toxic Spice, Taunt, and U-Turn. Taunt was also for the Reuniqueless. Like I said, I was really afraid of that thing. Reuniqueless, Seismitoad, and Steelix all from doing their thing. Reuniqueless, of course, set up Calm Mind and stuff. Seismitoad and Steelix from setting up rocks, and then Toxic Spikes because they're pretty nice against this team, just wearing him down. So Hawlucha could originally, or Hawlucha and Kangaskhan could come in and do some things, and then I just got like U-Turn because I mean U-Turn's pretty nice. So yeah, and then Dark Pulse hit like almost his entire team. Like for one, like the Lap couldn't set up subs with the Black Glasses. Of course, a Weavile is not that bulky, so doesn't want to take it. And then the only thing that really like truly walls this thing is the Aromatisse because I can't even taunt it. So I was a little afraid of that, but that's why I had like U-Turn on there, so I could just U-Turn out into something that could deal with it. And finally, we have Draco Plate Goodra. This is a really interesting set. So I got Draco Meter, Sludge Bomb, Dragon Tail, and then the Laser Focus. The Dragon Tail was mainly just for Venomoth, so it couldn't like keep quivering up on me. But Laser Focus, this is pretty much like if you look at his team, like literally the only thing on his team that wants to take a crit Draco is Aromatisse. Like everything else just completely drops to it. And then I got like the Sludge Bomb for that in case that fails. But the thing about this is that like I said, Reuniqueless, like that was like the thing that stood in the way of me winning, I think, this game. Like that's the thing I needed to focus on the most. So if I can laser focus that on like a Calm Mind, then he loses this thing because I Draco, it crits, and with the Draco Plate boost, that thing just dies. So he loses something there pretty much in that scenario. So I just thought that would be a like nice thing to put on. He would not expect it, and then yeah. So kind of weird set, but like it was really nice to have this thing for the Venomoth and the Thundurus. Because I don't really have anything else I want to switch in on those, and then it just kind of fills a cool purpose in that it's a kind of a secret little wall breaker here in the back. So yeah, that's the team. I'm gonna switch over to the battle now. As we see, he brought the Feraligatr, the Reuniqueless, the Lopunny, the Steelix, Aromatisse, and the Venomoth. I figured like almost everything on his team he had a good chance of bringing, just because I think that a lot of his team just had a good matchup against me. He did not bring the Weavile, which I was happy about. I wasn't sure if he was going to bring it or not, because while it did do work in this matchup, I think that there's a lot of other stuff that he kind of just needed more. So, but I was happy that it wasn't there, just because that thing's always scary. But yeah, so it doesn't have that, so that's nice. And yeah, we might as well just get right into it. So I'm going to lead off with Greninja, as he's going to lead off with Venomoth. I knew since his only rocker was Steelix, being able to lead this would be nice. So either I could taunt it and force so it can get Stealth Rocks, or it'd force it out. I mean, that'd be pretty nice. So he's gonna send in the Venomoth here, and I'm actually going to click the U-turn as he reveals he has Scarf. So that could have been really bad as he sets up his T-spikes there. So yeah, I mean, I knew that Scarf Venomoth is a thing. Like I knew it could happen. I just didn't expect it. Thankfully, he did not go for the Bug Buzz there. The Toxic Spikes were like his main priority, which is why he was Scarf, because he wanted to make sure he'd at least be able to get that off, because like those really hurt me a lot. So yeah, God thankfully did that. So now I'm into my my Coco, and the reason I went to Coco is because I knew that since this thing is Scarf, it won't want to stay in because it can't even attack me. So I figured this would be a really good time to just go for the Guardian of Alola, like right off the bat, because the only thing that's switching in here is Steelix, like for sure. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do here, as I do get poisoned. And so yeah, he's actually going to switch out into the Steelix here, which you can't see. Oh boy. So he's gonna go to the Steelix. That is 26, and he is not the leftovers. So I'm free to go for Grass Knot, take Rocky Helmet damage, and that thing's down. So yeah, Steelix down turn 3. That's exactly what I wanted. So great start here. And getting rid of that was really nice too, because it was Rocky Helmet, because that means Kangaskhan will not be dealing with Rocky Helmet today, and we all know how that goes. So yeah, the Steelix is gonna go down. Huge turn there. So yeah, now he can't set up rocks, and that's really cool. Really good at this point. And he has nothing to wall Kangaskhan or Necrozma at this point. So yeah, huge turn 3 there, as he's actually going to go into his Lopunny here, and of course I have to switch out. I'm sorry that his Mons aren't like showing up, because I have to record this without Wi-Fi, and I guess it didn't preload or something. So you know, this battle's already kind of trash because it's on Showdown. So you know, might as well just get the get the whole the whole thing here. So he's gonna Mega Evolve. I know I can take 2 hits from this thing easily, even with the poison. So I'm actually just gonna Morning Sun here because he has to switch out as he goes into his Aromatisse. And here my only real play was just to stay in Swords Dance, because that's like my only way I'm gonna be able to kill this thing, like, at all. So I'm gonna SD here, as he reveals he's actually the Calm Mind, and that kind of throws a wrench in it, because that means I can't keep setting up on this thing, because it can now 2-hit KO me. So I kind of just have to set up SD again and get off as much damage as possible. So I do set up SD here again. He's going to Moonblast, knock me all the way down here to 13 with the poison damage. So I just have to go for the Photon Geyser. That does a ton of damage, knocking you down to 6. So that's really nice here, because now I'm free to revenge it. I'm actually going to do that with Coco, because he has nothing that wants to take a T-Bolt, and he's just going to go down. So yeah, getting that Aromatisse down was really nice too, because like I said, I didn't have much for that. That thing could also do things. Sahalucha, and yeah, even the King could handle it more, but just having it down would be really nice, because now he doesn't have a Wish Passer, and that's just less recoil damage from this thing, and yeah, it's just one less thing to worry about. So he's going to go back into his Lop here, and I just have to let Coco go down because I lost to Necrozma. That is one bad thing about losing to Necrozma, is now I do not have many good Lop checks anymore. So yeah, I'm going to, and now also, now that I lost that, my Electric Terrain is going to run out. So I have to bring in Hawlucha quickly. So probably not the best play. I probably should have sacked like something else, but oh well. So he's gonna go into I'm gonna go to my Gudra, because I can take 1 hit at least, and I'm just gonna go for the Draco here, as that's gonna fade. So that's not very good. So now I have to go into Hawlucha and get that defense boost as he subs up again. And yeah, that was also not the best play. I mean, I didn't think the sub was gonna come there, but it did. So that wasn't good. So I have to go into Hawlucha now, and he's actually gonna switch out here, interestingly enough, and he's going to get the he is the Electric Seed Reuniclus. So good tech on his part, because he knew that if he didn't switch out there, then he wouldn't ever be able to get this boost again. So he's gonna switch out into the Reuniclus and tank this Acrobatics. And I have to switch out. So unfortunately, I do lose my Burden boost, but I at least get the item off, so I don't have to. Have like a less powerful Acrobatics later. So I predict the Psychic there, and I go into my Greninja. And I know that since this thing isn't Colbert, this Dark Pulse is just gonna kill. So I'm free to just go for that. And that Reuniclus is just gonna drop. So yeah, looking good so far as he goes back into his Lop, and of course I have to sack this Greninja as he gets back to full with the Drain Punch. So we're just not doing very well here. However, I do bring the Hawlucha. This can take any 1 hit from this Lop at full. The Feraligatr is almost a guaranteed 2-hit KO with Acrobatics, and this Venomoth dies to Acrobatics. So he kind of has to pick his poison here, and he's actually just going to choose to let his Lop go down here. So yeah, Lop is gone, and that is huge for me, because now that thing can't do its thing anymore. So he's gonna go for Feraligatr. I'm just gonna get as much damage as possible, because I know at this point that that Kang pretty much can win just with getting Fake Outs and having. Whoa! I don't know what happened there. Okay, I'll explain what happened. Wow, Showdown is really on its game today. So he just Dragon Dance as I went for the acrobatics, so he knocked it down to 52, which actually was a low roll. And he got an ice, and then he clicked Ice Punch and killed me. So now I'm bringing in Kang because I know that 2 fake outs can kill this thing. So yeah, there's 1, there's 2. He flinches, but I can just sack Goodra here and I win pretty much because this thing guarantees outspeed. So even if he switches out to sack the, why is this doing this? Okay. Okay, so Showdown broke. I'm sorry, this week is a mess. Okay. So what just happened there is I sacked my Goodra, and then I killed the Feraligatr with the fake out. Now as Venomoth is in, I can take anyone who hits from this thing. So the Bug Buzz take me down to 38, and I kill it with a double edge, and we get the victory. Wow, that was a mess. I'm so sorry, but at least we got a win. So yeah, we are now 1-1. Unfortunately, this was just a 1-0, so we are still -2 differential, but we can definitely earn that back. Just getting back to that even record is really nice with a huge win this week. So yeah, next week we play Colton and the Osaka EVs. Hopefully that is back on Wi-Fi. No guarantees, but like I would really appreciate that because this was just a mess. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Also got more NPA coming up next weekend, so also watch that. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. This has been Reddithan, and I will see you in the next, hopefully more quality video. And goodbye.